The NBA continues to be in Philadelphia and continues to revolve around Ben Simmons, and it is a developing story. Simmons expected to meet with the Sixers later this morning to discuss his future with the team. Simmons wants out, but in an interview with a Philadelphia radio station, the president of the team there, Daryl Morey, reiterated they're not going to be in any rush to trade him. Listen to what he said.
Right now, any sort of trade, which obviously Ben Simmons wants, the best thing we can do is get role players back. That makes no sense. People should buckle in. I mean, this is going to go a long time because our only path, my only job is to help us give the best chance to win the title. Ben Simmons is a difference maker, so if we can get him back, he will help us win the title. If we can trade Ben Simmons for a difference maker, we will do it.
A fascinating situation and not clear where the end is in sight. Woj gets up with us early here. He knows all. Woj, what is the very latest on the big picture here with Simmons and his future?
Greeny, I mean, this is a standoff, and the Sixers are going to try to keep forcing Ben Simmons to come in, to practice, to get in the lineup in play, and every day he doesn't do that, they can fine him for games missed, practices missed, meetings missed, and those fines have been accumulating. And so the last thing they want to do is let Ben Simmons leave the team, go off and work on his own where he could get paid, and then they lose their leverage, because the leverage the Sixers have right now on Ben Simmons is being able essentially to keep him from really earning money this season. And so they're going to continue to try to do that and really, I think, wear him down to the point where he does come back and play and he gets involved, because as Daryl Morey said, listen, if they're going to win, they need him on the floor. And if they're going to trade him, I think for, the kind of trade package they want, I think they're going to need him on the floor and playing well again, because right now, and really for the last 4 months, the deals that are out there, they're not good enough to trade Ben Simmons for with 4 years left on his deal.
I think that's the question that so many fans probably have, Woj. What sense can you give us of what it is people are offering? They all know he's in a situation, and by he I mean Morey, that he has to make a deal one way or the other, so that hurts his leverage. What do we know about what the interest is in making a deal for Simmons around the league right now?
Listen, the Sixers could get sort of the kind of deal, maybe a little more modified, that Brooklyn got, that Houston got for James Harden. Young player, draft picks. Philly doesn't want, now listen, they would love to add draft picks into a deal or a good young player, but they want back an all-star level, a high-level player that they can plug into the lineup with Joel Embiid in his prime, with Tobias Harris in his prime. But Philly is not looking for those kinds of packages, and so it is very difficult for them, and they've been unable so far to find kind of that high-level all-star player someone wants to give back. Teams want to add that kind of they want to add Simmons to that kind of a player. And so those deals aren't available to them. And so they're going to just hold on to Simmons, because as Daryl Morey said, trading him for role players, that pushes them further away from a championship. So when he says we'll go 4 years with this under Ben Simmons, I don't think they'll go 4 years, but I do think they'd go a full year of doing this.
Wow, so buckle up might really be the right way to put it. Big Perk, give me some players' perspective on all this. How do you see it shaping up? What do you make of it?
Well, Green, I'm gonna take it a step further. Listen, this is not just about Ben Simmons and the 76ers. This is about the players and the ownership. This is a standoff between these two parties, and let me tell you why. Okay, I knew that it was going to come to this point where one owner was going to stand on the front line and say, you know what, enough of this. We're not bound down to guys trying to force their way out. And so what's happening is Daryl Morey talked on the radio yesterday. You know why? Because he has the full support of his ownership. And what happens behind the scenes is that owners are now starting to talk and say, you know what? Hey, enough is enough. We're tired of guys making this type of money and acting the way that they are. We look at the James Harden situation. You look at the Anthony Davis situation. All I can say is that the owners right now are looking forward to the next 3 or 4 years when the CBA is up.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.